I want to tell you, this is not just about marketing. Now, when you hear attracting, you probably think marketing, right? But it's not just about marketing. It's also about one very important word that you need to understand if you're going to close more sales. And that word, stop chasing, start attracting. The mindset of top sales leaders. That word is posture, the management of the energy of the conversation. Top sales leaders, they don't chase, they attract. Here's how to shift into that mindset. All right. So first of all, step one is a mindset shift. See, a lot of people, they see the prospects as the prize. They see who they're trying to recruit or who they're trying to sell as the prize. Man, if only I could get them, if only I could, get them on my team, or if only I could get them to purchase, if only I could get them as a client. And I can just tell you from my perspective as a coach, there's no doubt in my mind, because I've been doing this for 20 years. I've done it over and over and over and over. I know when someone hires me, they are going to get more value than what they paid. That's what happens. That's just the deal. I know that it's not that I need to get them. I got to get this client, or I got to get them, whatever. If they have the appropriate mindset, we get to work together. And I want to help you shift into this mindset, okay? There are more people out there with problems with no solutions. There are people out there that need to make more money. There are people out there that need to lose weight. There are people out there that need an uplifting community. There are people out there that need what you offer, whatever that is, whether it's life insurance, whether it's real estate, whether it's a network marketing product, direct sales, water ionizer, whatever, right? There are people out there with problems that the thing that you sell could solve. So who exactly is the prize? You and what you do. You're the prize. Without you, they may not be able to solve the problem. When I was the number one income earner of a network marketing company and I was, building, I remember talking to this guy and I said, hey, would you be open to take a look at how we teach people how to make extra money online? He's like, sure. Okay. And so I get him, he watches the video, because I'm just a big fan of that model, right? You prospect someone, you get them to watch a video, you follow up with them. I like my system to do the work for me. I don't like doing the pitch myself. I would rather have a video do the pitch, a system do the pitch, a process, etc. Okay. He watches the video. I follow up with him. I say, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? And he says, yeah. And I just don't think it's a fit for me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just curious. You mentioned that you wanted to make extra money. Is that right? And he's like, yeah. And I said, is there a reason? He goes, well, I'd like to make extra money. I'm like, well, is there a reason? Is there something compelling, or is it just like a nice to? Like, I'd be nice to make more money. Or is that something that's actually important to you, or you have some reason that you need to make money? And he said, well, and it took me a couple questions. See, make money is very similar to lose weight, very cosmetic. You got to dig deeper. If you want to impact more lives, you got to dig deeper. You got to ask more questions. And so make money is just not enough, right? I'm like, why? Why do you need to make money? Is there a reason? Is it a nice to? And he goes, well, I have 4 daughters. And I'm thinking with one daughter, like, I don't know where he's going, but he says, I got 4 daughters. And he said, I've given them everything they've ever wanted their whole life. They're, in their teenage years, and it's not going to be, too much longer. They're going to be getting married. And, it's traditionally on the bride's side to, pay for the wedding. And I'm going to give them their dream wedding. And I can't do that right now. Hey, how many feel his pain? You feel that? That's a real pain. Now, I have to ask a question, and I have to ask it in a way where I don't blow my cover. I said, well, is that something that's optional to you? Is it optional for them to have a dream wedding, or is that something you really have to help with? I know the answer. I'm a girl dad. Like, I know the answer. I know this guy will literally do, like a dad will do literally anything for his daughter, right? This guy might be about to rob a bank. I might have saved a bank teller that day, right? And so he's like, oh no, they got to have their dream wedding, right? And I knew he would respond that way. And then I asked this question. I said, if you don't do this, how will you come up with the money? That's an unfair question. I know it. See, if he knew that answer, we wouldn't be talking. He doesn't know that answer, but he hadn't drawn the conclusion that this may be the option for him. I said, if you don't do this with me, how will you come up with the money? Now, I know he doesn't have that answer. He doesn't know. Or, if he knew, we wouldn't be talking. Again, there are more people out there with problems, no solutions, than you, a solution provider. You can actually help them, right? They have sick kids and a sick family. If only they had non-toxic cleaners, right? So you have a solution. You are the prize, not them. Now, that doesn't mean it makes them less than, or that they're, subhuman, or, whatever weird thing you may associate that with, right? It just means you are a solution provider. You provide value, you have service, you have something that can really help them. They are one of the millions of people that have no idea how to solve their problems. And so stop chasing them. And you just need to present yourself as a professional and say, hey, here's what I do, here's how I can help. Here's what it does. You said you struggle with this. Let me finish up that story with that guy. So I told him, hey, if you don't do this, how will you come up with the money for your daughter's weddings? And he's like, I don't know. And it was at that moment he kind of realized, like, it kind of created urgency in him, because he realized, like, man, I really don't know. And I don't know that he'd had that conclusion, drawn to him yet. And so he's like, man, I really don't know. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, if you're coachable, I'll show you how to make money in this company. And he got on board. That's how it works. Find out what is the desire that they have, or what is the problem that they have, and associate your product, service, or opportunity with how it can solve that. And you're going to make more sales. You're going to make more sales. Now, all of you sell, different things, right? But this is the mindset, by the way. All top sales leaders have this. They may not have verbalized this to you, but they all have this, all of them. Every top sales leader I've ever talked to, they understand they're a solution provider. They help people. They are a value provider. And there's lots of them out there. There's lots of people searching for solutions. There's lots of people with problems, no solutions. There's lots of people with desires unfulfilled that they don't know how to accomplish, that you could help them with. Tag someone who needs to hear this. Maybe someone that's frustrated in sales. This might help them see themselves differently. And so I appreciate you so very much. God bless you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.